What's up, everyone? Welcome to This Day in Philly Sports History for November 2nd, 2022. Two more wins, and we're world champions. What a game. That was, I think, the offensive explosion that we've been waiting for. I have a feeling this is going to be different than the other ones because I feel like this kind of opened up the floodgates the way they played it. I'm feeling confident with Nola on the mound tonight. I think they got to come out and just continue going, and then just need to win one of the next three games. I definitely am feeling good. I am. I know we talked a lot about superstitious and excuse me, and this being New Philly on both of the pods. But as much as this is hashtag New Philly, I can't take it. I can't leave anything for chance. So I'm going with the same shirt lineup I had for the NLCS, the final two games. Very similar situation. So we're going with the Bryce Harper jersey today. Tomorrow we're going with the '08 World Series Utley jersey, and hopefully we come out of it as world champs. So what a win by the Phils. It's just, I mean, that place, the crowd just keeps getting better and better and better, and I expect it to be even better tonight. I was watching on the news that there were people 2 miles away down in like Fishtown that were hearing the roars from the stadium from their home. So it was just unbelievable. It brings me back to those old days of the '08, '09, '10, and '11 teams. So great win by the Phils. This is New Philly, but we're still going to keep some of the superstition going a little bit just in case. You can never be too sure. And yes, I know, very contradicting, and that is the old school Philly and me coming out. But relax, we'll be okay. Flyers did lose in overtime last night, their second straight overtime loss, but they're getting points, so we'll take it. They lost against the Rangers, which obviously they were in the Stanley Cup finals last year. Nothing or were they in the Stanley Cup finals? They were one of the finalists in at least the Eastern Conference. So, but nothing wrong with at least getting the point out of there. So we will definitely take it and move on. Sixers going back tonight. Hopefully they can continue their winning ways and go. And yeah, so I just double checked. The Rangers were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. That was my mistake. But hopefully the Sixers can continue their momentum tonight. But again, this is going to be all about the Phillies tonight. All about the Phillies and Aaron Nola. I think if he can just remain somewhat solid like he has been and not give up the big inning, which means the defense is going to have to play well behind him, I think they're going to be all right. But on this day, back in 2009, November 2nd, 2009, it was World Series Game 5. The Phillies went into this being down 3-1 to the Yankees, and it was a pretty competitive series, even though they were down 3-1. I think Game 1 they won. It was a Cliff Lee game we talked about on here. Game 2 they lost in New York. It happens. But I think Game 3 was, to me, the game that they should have won. They were up 3-0, and Fox had their camera that was sticking just a little bit over the right field fence, and A-Rod hit a homer, of course, right off basically the lens of the camera, and bounced into play. The umps reviewed it, and somehow they gave him. It was the first year I think they were kind of messing around with reviewing home runs. Gave him the home run, and I think it changed the whole complexion of the game. You don't get a home run there. Phil's maybe give up a run or two that inning, but it's like a different vibe, different feel. But heading into Game 5, we were still confident because of how that team, you just could never count them out. And they were playing a team in the Yankees who I think it was only 5 years prior, a lot of those same guys had blown a 3-0 lead to the Red Sox to allow them to go to the World Series for their first championship. So we were feeling good. Cliff Lee was on the mound, which made things even better for us. Utley started off with a 3-run homer in the first. They scored 3 more runs in the third. Worth and Ibanez had RBI singles, which, by the way, it was pretty cool to see. There's a picture floating around on social media if you get a chance to look at it with a lot of those guys from the 08, 09, 10, and 11 teams that were in one of the boxes. So pretty cool to see if you go check that out. But Raul Ibanez is the one that made me think about that. Utley hit another homer in the 7th. So did Ibanez. And they were up 8-2 heading into the 8th. And I just remember I was at that game. It was the one back when we had the Sunday package, and that was our World Series game that we had to go to. And of course, we were all the way at the top in right field, and my view, literally, I was behind the foul pole, so I had to turn one way or the other each time to watch the game. But nothing like being in a World Series game, even though they were down 3-1. And we had confidence, but we kind of knew. We're like, all right, this is an uphill battle. However, if any team was going to do it, we felt that was the team to do it. But, I mean, the crowd was rocking. It was electric. And that was when they were down 3-1. Now, imagine them up 2-1, and that's what you're going to see tonight. So, they did hang on to win that game 8-6. So, on this day in Philly sports history, or November 2nd, 2009, the Phillies beat the Yankees 8-6 in Game 5 of the World Series to send it back to New York. And at least I think the takeaway from it is they didn't get to celebrate at Citizens Bank Park. So we'll take it. And that there will be future episodes of Back to the Future regarding the 09 World Series, just because you have the Johnny Damon's dash when he stole 2 bases. You have the A-Rod's homer off of the camera. Just so many different moments in that series that could have swung it one way or the other. So we will come back to that. And speaking of Back to the Future, we're kind of delayed right now on the next episode. And that's purposely right now because it's all about the Phillies World Series. And that's what we're focusing on. And what I'm kind of figuring out what I want to do in the event that they do win. I want to have something special planned. So be on the lookout for that. Be a great week right now to catch up on some of the past episodes if you're behind. We have the World Series preview if you want to do that. But there is something in the works. I just don't know what yet. I don't know if it's going to be something live depending on when they win. So make sure you are following me on TikTok, Twitter, as well as subscribe and like and follow the YouTube channel, because I have a feeling if I do anything live, that I'm going to do it probably on YouTube. I don't think I have enough regular followers on TikTok yet to do something there. So make sure you're checking out the YouTube channel in case I do something live here or there. And just moving forward, I might do something. But let's go Phils. Let's continue this momentum. I don't know if they're going to hit 5 home runs tonight, but hey, let's hit 6 then. But this is, like I said, hashtag New Philly. We have the little bit of the old school mixed in with the red Harper jersey, so we're going to continue that trend and go have yourselves a Wednesday. And until next time, hopefully I'll see you when I see you, up 3-1.